My friend Bob found it in his dad's garage after he died, and we had absolutely no idea what it was. It's an old picture. I'll have to talk to him and see if I can get a fresh one. It has a wooden handle and the rest of it is metal. This thing has plagued my thoughts for the better part of 10 years. It was in a toolbox from his dad's garage 20 years prior. When he got it out, he just hung it on a nail on the back of the door. There were several people there, and we contemplated what it was for a while, and whenever we would gather in Bob's garage, Bob, a man in his late 50s, said he had no idea. He is an interesting fella. Any light any of you can shed on this would be greatly appreciated. It's part of a 19th century sad iron rest, missing the horseshoe shape with the legs. It was made to hold a sad iron when it wasn't actively being used. The wooden handle allows the person ironing to pick up the trivet without being burned. One iron would be heating on the stove, and another iron sat on the iron rest, ready to swap. When the working iron cooled, it went back to the stove, and the hot one took its place. I found it in some old cooking stuff of my mother's, and I have no idea what it is for. It has been in a drawer with pastry stuff for years. About 8 inches long, the long handle flexes, and the end spoon-shaped spins like a pizza cutter. I see no wear marks on it from use, and there are a couple of dents on the spoon end, like it isn't supposed to rotate. Does anybody have any ideas what this is for? It's a mid-century Tap-Icer that cracks ice in a jiffy. It was patented on June 21st, 1949 by Frank W. Ernest Jr. of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. From the instructions on the box insert, put an ice cube in the palm of your hand. With the other hand, vibrate the Tap-Icer with wrist action, and after a few light taps, the ice cracks into many pieces. What is this 4-inch metal loop with hinged pins inside a case, found in a shoebox of other old items at my grandparents'? It's metal, pretty thin, and the bottom has 2 pins that aren't sharp now, but I feel like they would have been at one point. They fold back up to point towards the loop, and it slides into the case part. There are no letters or other marks that can be seen on either part. I was told that the loops are used for certain hairstyles, and someone said that he had seen one before, used as a furnace lighter. Does anyone know what this could be used for, or what it might be called? It's an antique steel crochet hook that dates from the 1860s to 1880s. These were designed to solve the problem of fine hooks snagging unintended items. The sheath comes off, and there are 3 crochet hooks of different sizes to use. There's a hole at the bottom of the case to poke one of the needles out of when you're using it. I found this at a yard sale recently. What the heck is it? It's really heavy, made of cast iron, and there are no markings. It's around 9 inches in diameter, 10.5 inches including the handles, and 4 inches deep. What can someone tell me about it? It's a 1950s cast iron souse head cheese mold. I have one just like it. It was used to mold souse, which is head cheese, a gelled loaf made from pig's ears, feet, and tongues pickled in vinegar, and usually served with a side of grits. The process is of Germanic origin, and was prevalent in the Appalachian Mountains and among other rural populations. Here's one thing I could use help with from yesterday's estate sale. Google image search has nothing. It's a cast iron spring-loaded type of press, about 3 inches tall and 2 inches wide. The estate was owned by someone who owned an antique store, tons of Civil War and World War I and II cast iron items. Thanks for whatever information anyone can provide. It's a Victorian cast iron stamp, missing the typeset pad that held the letters or numbers in place. It was patented on June 7, 1870. This type of device was used to permanently mark fabric items like clothing, often during the Civil War, to identify soldiers' belongings. The screw on the side would allow for different stamps to be changed out. What is this thing I bought at a thrift store in Baltimore in the early 70s? Around 4.5 inches tall, made of cast iron, and that's all the information that I have on it. Someone said it's a doorstop, but it's too small for that purpose. If anyone has any information on it, I appreciate it. It's a 1950s drunk man bottle opener. It's a figure at a lamppost, drunk as indicated by his posture, clinging to the post for dear life. The hook on the bottom side of the post is the bottle cap opener. Here's another one. A woman with the rolling pin, obviously is waiting for her drunken husband to show up. And another one depicting a New Orleans woman, provocatively showing a suggestive amount of ankle and thigh. I picked this up at a yard sale a while back because I thought it looked neat, and the lady only wanted $1 for it. It feels like cast iron, and the glass pieces are very thick. It is very heavy, and it has a loop up top for hanging. There is also a hole at the top of the back, and a hole at the bottom. I'm thinking it's an old string holder that you put a ball of string in, and the end of the string comes out of the hole at the top. What is this thing, and when do you think it was made? It's a 1950s candle holder, missing the base that the candle sits in and then twists on. The glass is so that the light can shine through, and the small hole in the top is for venting, so heat and smoke don't build up on the inside and cause the glass to burst. What is this cast iron piece that I got at a yard sale in central North Carolina? It's heavy, definitely old, and it does not stand up alone to function as a doorstop. Ignore the frog gigger as it is separate, and ignore the marble the piece sits on. The back is odd, and kind of looks like you could attach this to the rail of a fence. Does she look like a medicine woman, or something involving a fertility or midwife symbol? Any help idea or clue is appreciated. It's an antique cast iron figural andiron, missing the mate and the bar on the back, often referred to as Black Americana items. Andirons, also known as fire dogs, are used in a fireplace to support logs for burning. These specific types of andirons are typically dated to the 19th century, with some believed to be pre-Civil War era, circa 1840s to 1860s. This cast iron piece was found in the basement of my 105-year-old Foursquare. The hole in the bottom is intriguing, like it was mounted on a pole or something. I guess it's a place to loop the reins for a horse over while visiting someone in the house. My friend suggested it's a boot scraper used to be by the front door, or a napkin holder. Any idea what it may be? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.